Hello everyone, and thanks for watching the second solo challenge in my series. Today we're going with Mewtwo, the most overpowered Pokemon in Generation 1. I thought it would be fun to do Mewtwo pretty early and compare the time I got to J-Rose's time on his Mewtwo solo challenge, since he kind of inspired me to do these videos. And he ended up with a time of 3 hours and 3 minutes on his first Mewtwo solo challenge in-game time, so I want to see how close I can get to that. Now, let's talk about why Mewtwo is so overpowered compared to some other Pokemon in Generation 1. First up, let's talk about its base stats. So, Mewtwo has the highest total base stat out of anyone in Generation 1 with 590. The next closest are Mew and Dragonite at 500. It also has the highest special out of any Pokemon in Generation 1, and special is pretty overpowered in Generation 1 because it covers both special attack and special defense. So Mewtwo was designed to be a super hard hitter, but like a bit of a glass cannon, but it also, because they had to make a high special for it to have a high special attack, since it's a special attacker, it also has high special defense, so it actually isn't that glassy against special attackers. On top of that, it has the second highest speed out of any Pokemon in Generation 1. The only other Pokemon that has a higher speed is Electrode. So that combination of speed and hard hitting, and really only being glassy against physical attackers, really makes Mewtwo very strong. On top of that, you also have the Psychic typing, which is just really broken in Generation 1. Mewtwo is solo Psychic type, doesn't have any other sub-typings. So what makes Psychic really strong in Generation 1 is the only type that resists Psychic is Psychic types, which is pretty nutso. On top of that, its only weakness is Bug type, which was purposely designed to be a weaker type, and it's also immune to Ghost. In later generations, they nerfed Psychic by making it weak to Ghost. In Generation 1, it's completely immune to Ghosts. Now, there isn't very many Ghost-type moves in Generation 1, but still, like, I'm really not sure what they were thinking when they designed Psychic types for Generation 1. The final reason why Mewtwo is super strong in Generation 1 is its move pool. So first off, we're starting with Mewtwo at level 5, and its starting moves are incredible. It starts with Confusion, which is decently high PP and 50 attack, which is not bad. You know, having Confusion will help me get through long stretches of the game between Pokemon Centers without worrying about PP. It comes with Disable, which we're not going to use. It comes with Swift, which is a pretty nice physical damage coverage, so when we're facing things like Kadabra, it gives us a nice option of doing some physical damage. And then the last move that it comes with is Psychic. Yeah, Mewtwo at level 5 starts with Psychic, which is one of the strongest moves in Generation 1. A 90 base power move with a 33% chance to lower the target's special, and because special in Generation 1 is also special defense, that makes your subsequent Psychic stronger. So it's an incredible move, and Mewtwo starts with it, so that's going to go well. And then some notable TMs it learns on top of that. Body Slam. Body Slam is one of the better physical moves in the game, so that's some nice physical coverage. Although, in this run, I'm actually not entirely sure if I'm going to get Body Slam, because it requires an extra battle, and I kind of want to do minimum battles with Mewtwo, so I might actually skip Body Slam. We'll have to find out. But it also learns incredible coverage moves, like Ice Beam is a really good special move in Generation 1. You've got Thunderbolt, that's another great coverage move. It learns some good badge boost glitch moves, like Double Team, for example. So it has everything that you want out of a Pokemon for a solo challenge in Generation 1. It has incredible typing, it has incredible stats, and it has an amazing move pool. So this isn't so much as, can you beat this challenge, but it's more, how few battles can you do, and how quickly can you do this challenge, is really what this Mewtwo challenge is about. And look at that, my rambling has already brought me to the first gym. That was good timing. So, minimum battles, skip that trainer, and Brock really shouldn't be too bad. I mean, Psychic is really strong, we've been over that, and his Pokemon don't have the greatest specials, so it's going to be 2 Psychics from my level 6 Mewtwo to beat Geodude, that's no problem. Nice little level up there, and Onix isn't doing too much to me, and critical hit. Wow, alright, that was easy. I mean, I would have beat it without the critical hit anyways, it would have been a 2-hit on the Onix 2, I believe, so yeah, that's Brock down to minimum battles. Nice and easy. Okay, let's skip ahead to Cerulean here. I'm gonna take on the rival first. Starmie is part Psychic type, so I figure I should get the levels here from this mandatory battle anyways first before I fight Starmie. And as you can see, I didn't heal. I'm at minimum battles still, and I haven't gone to a Pokemon Center since before I fought Brock, just trying to save as much time as possible. And as you can see, you know, things are still going very well for Mewtwo. There's not really a whole lot to say at this fight. I entered this fight nowhere close to maximum health, and I'm still going to beat the rival. So once again, you're seeing the power of Mewtwo. Rival beat when I was at like a very small amount of health and minimum battles. He's down, nice and easy. And yeah, so things are going pretty well. Just gonna go back and go into the Cerulean City Gym here. See if I can nab some more experience off this trainer before I have to heal. Just really trying to minimize the amount of time I have to spend on that long animation healing in the Pokemon Center. And wow, okay, almost a 1-hit, that went pretty well. I just used Swift there for the guaranteed hit. Alright, and at this point I'm thinking, okay, I'm getting a little bit greedy here. I should probably heal. I'm on 6 HP. So this is my first time going to the Pokemon Center. Pretty good so far. And now I'm just gonna go in and fight Misty, because why not? I'm here. Might as well. I've already beat the trainer in front of her, and I'm feeling pretty confident. Mewtwo's hitting really hard, so let's see how this goes. Well, Psychic on a Staryu, that's pretty good. And yeah, it's a very good start. And Starmie, I think, will probably be only ever so slightly harder. X-Defend does nothing. Psychic, critical hit, but it's not very effective. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit harder since Starmie resists Psychic, but it's really not that bad. You see I'm getting a lot of critical hits. That's just because of the way critical hits work in Generation 1. It's based off a Pokemon's base speed, and Mewtwo is the second highest base speed, so he's got a very high crit chance in Gen 1. So critical hits aren't necessarily all that lucky in this run. Still a little bit, but not a huge amount of luck. Let's skip ahead to the SS Anne here. So I made sure to heal at Cerulean before I left, because I'm not planning on healing at all on Vermilion. I want to get through all of the SS Anne and Lieutenant Surge without healing, so then I can just dig right back to Cerulean and save a little bit of time that way. I decided to skip Body Slam. It's a very good physical coverage move for Mewtwo, and if I was going for optimal moveset, I would get it, but it's an extra battle, and I would like to do this in minimum battles, so I am opting to not get Body Slam. Might bite me later, but we'll find out. We're gonna go into the next rival fight here. I haven't had an issue with the rival so far in the first fights, and I expect things will kind of continue like that. And, okay, well that's good, getting that Pidgeotto out of the way. Pidgeotto is really the issue with these early rival fights with its Sand Attack. So getting that out of the way is good, and I got the Eradicate and then the Kadabra down. That's why having Swift was nice. It's just a nice coverage move for Kadabra, who has high special, and Charmeleon won't be an issue either. So that's the rival down. Quick jump to Lieutenant Surge here. Once again, I don't foresee this fight being an issue. Maybe if the Raichu gets like a lucky critical hit or something, but I have high special and it uses special attacks, so I should be fine. Voltorb goes down in 1 hit. Pikachu will also go down in 1 hit, so let's see about the Raichu. Oh, not 1 hit, but you can see Thunderbolt didn't really do a whole lot, and I'm not even worried about being paralyzed, because it's... Alright, yep, no problem. Paralyzed, missed a turn, still no issue, so that's Lieutenant Surge down with minimum battles. Alright, here we are about to face Erica. I absolutely flew through Rock Tunnel. I did the dig strategy to get back to Cerulean faster. There was nothing of note. Everything's been super easy up to this point. I grabbed Ice Beam from the girl near the vending machine at the top of the shopping center. I grabbed Fly as well. I'm not sure why I didn't teach Ice Beam to Mewtwo right here, because it would have helped speed the execute a little bit quicker, but it doesn't really matter. This gym will still be super easy without it. So let's go see how Erica does. Well, Victory Bell should be easy, seeing as it's a poison type. So I try for the confusion, and it doesn't one-hit it. I was just thinking of PP, and probably wasn't planning on healing after this gym. This is where Ice Beam would have helped a bit, but I one-hit the Tangela anyway, so it actually didn't matter. And I learned my lesson and one-hit the Vileplume with Psychic, and that is Erica down. We are just flying through this. It's going really well. I'm having a great time. I should just do Mewtwo solo runs over and over because this is super easy and fun. Alright, so I went through the Rocket Game Corner after beating Erica. I could have done this first, but the order I figured didn't matter. So there's Onix down, super easy. His Pokemon have those two guys, so that's really easy. Kangaskhan, well, I switched to Psychic just in case, and that's also a one-hit, so there's Giovanni down, he didn't even touch me. So, yeah, once again, Mewtwo, very strong. So up next we have the rival fight in the Lavender Tower, and I actually just debated about not even showing this fight because of how easy it was going to be, but I like to show all the major fights at the very least. So I'll show it, but it's just one-hit Pidgeotto there. I decided to try Swift there. I knew Psychic was going to be resisted, so I just wanted to try it. Not a one-hit, but two hits, so it doesn't matter. One-hit the Gyarados there, and then comes Kadabra, and that's also a one-hit. Once again, there's the use of having Swift. And there goes the Charmeleon. So, all the Pokemon were one-hit except for Execute. Nice and easy. Just continues to steamroll everyone with Mewtwo. And we're skipping ahead here to Fuchsia Gym. I actually forgot to get the bike voucher and the bicycle, so I had to waste a little bit of time going back. Thankfully I had flies, so it wasn't that much of a waste of time, but it's something I'd like to optimize if I do this run again. I'm gonna show the fights leading up to Koga here, because they use Psychic-type Pokemon in a Poison Gym. Weird, but just to show here, again, another advantage of Mewtwo starting with Swift. Like, people probably see Swift and don't think it's amazing, but if you're skipping Body Slam, it is very nice to have it as a physical attack just to get through kind of these Psychic types here. So you can see that they're all kind of two hits. I'm still going through fairly easily. We got one more trainer here, and then we'll face Koga. So let's see how this goes. Hopefully similar to the first two. I decided to try Thunderbolt here just to see. I was just curious. And it's also a two-hit, so why not? I think my thinking was, if it's gonna also two-hit, then maybe go for the Paralysis. And by Hypno it took a fair bit more. Hypno's pretty tanky. Still get it down, not that much of an issue. And I'm gonna try to just go right into fighting Koga without healing. It's a bit of a risk with the self-destruct on his Wheezing and only being half HP, but let's see how it goes here. I start with Confusion to save some PP, and it gets the critical hit. I don't know if that would have been a one-hit. Muck, again, I don't know if that would have been a one-hit. I did a Psychic here just to be safe, because I'm like, alright, I'm steamrolling, and it's not a one-hit, but I get hit with Smog. Yes, he didn't use self-destruct, so I'm good. It was a 1 in 4 chance that his Wheezing used self-destruct, so odds are he wasn't going to use it, but if he did, I would have lost that fight for sure. But that's Koga down. That fight went very well, as you can imagine, a Psychic type against a Poison type gym leader. And we now have over half the badges, so this is just going really well. Next I went through Silphco, and we'll just show the end of it. We'll go start with the rival fight. So this rival fight is when the rival tends to start to get difficult, and as you can see, just minimizing the amount I'm healing. I enter this fight with very low HP, just to try. Might as well. I'll do that just to try to save time, and then if it doesn't work, I'll go back to an older save state and heal and then try again. But as you can see, it's going fairly well. Gyarados is an easy one hit. And Alakazam, this is going to be the big test. Okay, well, he's used Recover, that's fine. Psybeam doesn't hit that hard, and I get through him Boom. Okay, so we just have Charizard and critical hit. Alright. Well, that's the rival down. Once again, went really well. That one definitely was a bit iffy. I definitely could have lost that fight with the HP I started at. Had I healed, I would have won no problem. Pick up the Lapras here. Lapras is great for letting Strength and Surf, and you don't have to waste time catching a Pokemon, so always grab that Lapras. And why not? We'll show this guy, because he's breaks up the rival fight and the Giovanni fight. I normally cut him out, but this video is going to be really short, so let's give him his time to shine. And there he goes. Okay, well, as you can expect, Rocket Grunt wasn't very hard. And we're going to go into Giovanni here, and I'm getting greedy. I'm going to see, can I beat Giovanni with a Mewtwo with 14 HP just to save time from healing? Well, the poison types are going to be very easy, but let's see this Kangaskhan. Okay, that's a one-hit. Perfect. Rhyhorn should also be a one-hit, critical hit, but it should have been fine. Nidoqueen that wasn't, but Poison Sting doesn't beat me. Okay. Whew, that was close. The reason why I was using Confusion is I only had one Psychic left. I probably should have used Psychic on the Nidoqueen. Since this is the last Pokemon, I'm definitely going to have to heal now, but... Alright, so we'll skip ahead to Sabrina here. I went through the Sorry Zone, got Surf and Strength, and got the rare candy next to the guy that gives you Strength. Then I came back here. And Sabrina, she's going to resist my attacks, but I do have Swift, and Mewtwo, like I said at the beginning, is tanky against special attacks, so this shouldn't be too bad, especially since I also resist her attacks too. You know, if we both resist each other's attacks, we're kind of on the same footing. But I do have Thunderbolt and Swift, which gives me the advantage, and as you can see, I'm through her first two Pokemon no problem. And Venomoth is down in a couple hits, and last up is her Alakazam. And Swift a little less than half, he's using Recover, okay, and he's using Recover, and he's using Recover, keeps using Recover. I think it's the same thing as the Starmie, once again, where the AI is just telling her to use Recover because she has good AI. So, at this point I realize, same thing as Starmie, I just have to spam Psychic to get a bunch of special drops to make it so I'm hitting Alakazam harder. And, yeah, just keep spamming that Psychic, just keep spamming that Psychic, go through all of the PP, hope to get a few special drops, and then hit him with a few Thunderbolts. And that's basically the plan. And let's see how much Thunderbolt does now. Okay, perfect. I'm doing more than Recover, so now I just have to spam Thunderbolt until I beat him. That critical hit was actually unlucky, because critical hits ignore stat changes. But doesn't matter because I end up beating Alakazam anyways, and that's Sabrina down. Okay, we're on to Cinnabar now. Once again, went through the Pokemon Mansion no problem, so now we're on to Blaine, which really shouldn't be that much of an issue. So he opens up with Growlithe, and I'm just going to use Confusion, just PP reasons. It's a 2-hit, I'm not worried about Growlithe's damage on me. Ponyta, same thing, it's a 2-hit, I'm not worried about it. And then Rapidash, okay, that doesn't do that much, so I should probably stop getting cute and just use Psychic. And Arcanine, so it's going to take hopefully only 2 Psychics, yeah, only 2 with that critical hit. And that is Blaine down, and I'm still at minimum battles with 1 gym to go, which will be a pretty easy gym. So, yeah, let's skip ahead to that. Here we are about to whoop Giovanni for the final time. I wonder if this guy ever gets tired of getting slapped around by a 10-year-old. So, Rhyhorn, low special, shouldn't be an issue, and I've also taught Mewtwo Ice Beam. So, yeah, this is going to be nice and easy. Take out those ground types. Nidoqueen, Psychic will just destroy it, just like that. Nidoking, same thing, but I decided to go with Ice Beam just to see, because why not? Mewtwo only had a couple of Psychics left, and I might risk it and not heal before the next rival. Right on down. Once again, very easy. So that is all 8 badges already. Again, just absolutely flew through that. Mewtwo is just so strong. So up next we're going to go with the Lost Rival fight, and then it'll be the Elite Four after that. So let's kind of see how that goes. So here we are. This is actually my third time fighting this rival. The first time I lost to him because I misclicked. It was a really bad misclick. I used Swift by accident on his Charizard. The second time I fought him, I got insanely lucky, so I kind of wanted to redo the fight again and to see if I can beat him without misclicking and without getting insanely lucky. So that is a range on the Pidgeot, but I hit it most of the time, so I think it's unlucky to not kill the Pidgeot there. And then there goes down the Rhyhorn one hit, and then Execute one hit. Gyarados is also a one hit if you don't misclick on the Ice Beam, but I got very lucky and freeze him. He's a one hit with Thunderbolt, so I'm not going to consider that freezing lucky because that was a misclick and it should have been a one hit anyways. Now we're on to Alakazam, and I find the Thunderbolt actually hits a bit harder, so I just kind of spam Thunderbolt. Eventually, it usually paralyzes him, and I take him down eventually. It takes a little bit, but he will go down. And then up last is the Charizard, and as long as I don't use Swift, I'm fine. Yep, one hit with Thunderbolt. Okay, made it through the rival without misclicking that caused me to lose, and without getting insanely lucky, so all I have left now is the Elite Four. So now we're on to the Elite Four. I've done my shopping there. The Elite Four this time through, I'm definitely going to try to beat it all in one go. I'm not going to save between battles. Also, I pick up rare candies on the way in case I ever end up needing to level up with Pokemon, but I'm going to try to go rare candy-less here to start. So we'll see how that goes. Wow, okay, that's almost a one hit, and thankfully that retroactive Super Potion worked out in my favor. That's a nice one hit. And Slowbro here, let's see how that goes. Should be pretty easy too. He's a bit tankier, 2-hit, but Water Gun does nothing. And okay, wow, Swift does really nothing. I was just thinking of PP there, but it ended up just wasting a turn. And now Jinx, I just decided to go for Thunderbolt because she resists both Ice Beam and Psychic. I try Swift just to see, and they do about the same amount, so there goes Jinx. And up last is Lapras. It's a 2-hit, and please don't beat me. Oh my god, it gets a critical hit. Okay. Well, that's really unlucky. Without a critical hit, I don't think it would have beat me since my special is so high, and I would have won that fight. So let's see how it goes again. Once again, we're going to use Thunderbolt, and it's a 2-hit, so there we go. Cloyster, we'll use Thunderbolt again, 1 hit. Slowbro, it'll be another 2-hit, as we saw before, and that Growl actually is good for me. It boosts my special because of the badge boost glitch, so thank you Slowbro for using Growl. Gotta love Gen 1. And the Jinx, once again, goes down without too much issue. And lastly, there's the Lapras, there's the Hydro Pump that time that I survive. So I end up beating Lapras here. That's Lorelei down. Now we're on to Bruno, and I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say I think Bruno is going to be easy, because he sucks, and then on top of that, Onix has low special, and his fighting types are weak to Psychic, so yeah, he's, oh yeah, also I have Ice Beam too, for the Onix, so yeah, it's gonna go well. This, the big thing is, I wonder if this will be a bunch of one-hits, or if the Machamp will be a 2-hit. So, there goes the two fighters, and then Onix down, and Machamp. A critical hit, so we don't know if it would have been a one-hit or not, but doesn't matter. Bruno was being an easy win either way, so Bruno is down. And then Agatha's up next, and she shouldn't be too bad because all of her Pokemon have a poison typing, so I should be hitting her for super effective, and Mewtwo has high speed, although I'm a much lower level. So I do outspeed, but it's not a one-hit because of the level difference. But retroactive potion, easy, easy. Plan for that. Meant to do that, obviously, and I'm a little bit surprised that wasn't a one-hit, but that swap was perfect, and that's a one-hit, finally. Golbat again, well, that's an easy KO, thank you. And Arbok, this shouldn't be too bad. Yep, that's a one-hit. And then this last Gengar will be a 2-hit, so as long as she doesn't troll me, okay, perfect. That is easy, and that's Agatha down. So Agatha can be very easy with the right Pokemon, but she can also be very trolly with the wrong Pokemon. So thankfully Mewtwo is one of the right Pokemon for Agatha, and that wasn't too bad. Now we're on to Lance. Will this be a complete one-shot? Ignoring the first one where I got unlucky in Lorelei, I'm considering this my first run through because that was just insanely bad luck. Let's see if we can beat the Elite Four on our first try here. Gyarados we know is a one-hit, and Ice Beam on the Dragonair. That's surprising, that's not a one-hit. So it was a range apparently, and I just got unlucky. And yep, beat that again. Aerodactyl. Let's see how this goes. I'm probably not one-hitting it, yeah, but he gives me another chance. Still didn't one-hit it. Hyper Beam, okay, that's not bad. As long as I don't get hit by a Hyper Beam with Dragonite, it should be fine. And it's a one-hit because it's double super effective. So, perfect. We're through Lance. Alright, we have just the champion left. We're on minimum battles. We're on no rare candies used. This is going well. We have one battle left. Let's see how that goes. I just gotta heal up and give him his PP back. And, yeah. We've beat the rival every time so far, but this time there is quite a level difference. So let's see how it goes. Pidgeot. We're gonna open up with Thunderbolt, and it's a one hit. Okay, yeah. Nice critical hit, I'll take that. And I found Thunderbolt to be good against Alakazam, especially because of the chance of paralysis. So that's kind of why I opened up with that. I decided to go Ice Beam, maybe the chance of freeze. He seems to just be spamming recover right now. Okay, thankfully he didn't use recover, so this gives me a chance, but I'm confused. Oh, that's so unlucky. Okay, and I hurt myself in confusion, really? Okay. And I hurt myself again. Oh my god. Okay, I broke out, but now he's healed again. This Alakazam fight it went from, wow, this looked like it'd be good, to, okay, was really hard. Finally I beat it. And now we're on to Rhydon. This should not be an issue. Yep, down in one hit. Executor, this will probably be a 2-hit. Yep, it's a 2-hit even with, okay, so it would have been a 3-hit. Like, that's a little bit surprising. But Executor goes down. And we're on to Gyarados, which we all know this is rather easy, so there goes Gyarados. And now will my level 50 Mewtwo beat his level 65 Charizard? Well, it looks like I am. There is Mewtwo done, minimum battles, no rare candies used, beat the Elite Four in one shot. Technically my second try, but that's only because Lorelei got a very lucky critical hit on me on my first try. So I think I could have also done this on my first try if I didn't get insanely unlucky. This was great. Mewtwo was a ton of fun if you just want to play Pokemon on God mode, do a Mewtwo solo run. And this, hey, Pidgey, nice. I get my HM slaves here into the Hall of Fame since they do help me out through the run. And let's check out the time. 3 hours and 22 minutes. Okay, so I was only 19 minutes off J Rose's time, and I am way less experienced than him, so I actually feel very good about that run. I definitely could have made up 19 minutes. There's a lot of little times where I pause to look something up or kind of think about my route, since I'm not as familiar about it. So I actually feel really good about that run. 3 hours 22 minutes. I'm very, very happy with that time. So yeah, once again, if you want to play Pokemon, on God mode, guaranteed you're going to beat the game, do a Mewtwo solo challenge. I definitely recommend it if you're having a bad day or whatever. It'll make you feel good about yourself. So once again, everyone, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a great day. Up next, I have a Tentacruel solo challenge for the next video I'll be putting out, so look for that coming your way hopefully in about a month or two.